What does it take to become a legend? The Giffgaff of Legends Tournament. Ranked League of Legends teams battle it out to compete for a prize pool of £10,000. Giffgaff Legends, Beyond the Rift.
Hello and welcome to this week's Beyond the Rift, the weekly roundup show for the Giffgaff Legends Tournament. The show that brings you the latest news and highlights from the best matches of the week. Yes, so what's everyone playing for? To be the winners of the first ever Giffgaff Legends Tournament and a prize pot of a whopping £10,000. That's not all. The top 8 teams will automatically qualify for a place in our Legends Live final, taking place at Insomnia 53 in November. The eventual winners will go on to the Riot's Four Nations event at the end of the year, which is not too bad, eh? You can catch a roundup of all the action every Friday on our YouTube channel. And of course, you can watch the teams go head-to-head live on twitch.tv/giffgaff every Wednesday from 7 PM. So there's no excuse to miss a thing. This was the first full week of the league and things really started to heat up, allowing the ratings to really kick in. Teams making an early impression are Helix Guitar Gaming, who've already played 5 matches and won them all, their latest victory coming from a bunch of scrubs. Team Infused are another strong contender, recently beating one of last week's featured teams, Legaue Legends. So, got something to say about the runners and the riders in the race? Get in touch with me about it. Send in all your thoughts to esports@giffgaff.co.uk. So, to this week's games, we've got 4 featured matches to show you. You'll notice a couple of familiar faces, as if we didn't get enough of Obamacare UK and Best College UK last week, they're back for more. Obamacare didn't manage to secure a win against Best College when they met, but we'll see if they managed to turn things around this week when they faced Risky Recalls in Match 1. In Match 2, Best College UK took on Nigel Esports. In Match 3, London Conspiracy faced Choke Gaming. And in our 4th match, One Winged Angel played FM Esports. So to Match 1. Obamacare UK were hoping their match-up against Risky Recalls wasn't going to bring up bad memories from their previous matches. Obamacare suffered losses in both the games they've played so far, against Best College UK and Team Infused, whereas Risky Recalls were kind of riding high after back-to-back victories against All For None and Virtuoso Dreams. Our commentators for this match are Andrew Spuddington Spurrier and Ben Hosford. This is what happened.
Still, we are onto the Rift. This is going to be Obamacare UK going up against Risky Recalls.
Trying to delay the moment where Rise becomes, I wouldn't say useful, but starting to get damage on there. But here we go. The cocoon does land and stun coming out Renekton, but bot lane as well. The exhaust going down onto Lucian. Vi is here. They know that Elise's top gets the knock up there, but they can't follow it up with much else. It's a lot harder in a 3 versus 2 situation than a 2 versus 1 in top lane. Yeah,
they couldn't even blow the flashes there, crucially, so the return gank from Vi here is not going to be that threatening.
Something I was going to say with the gank in mid, I think Elise was more waiting for the Playful Trickster to come out of Fizz before they went in, but it didn't.
If it doesn't come out, don't flash. That's the thing.
If it doesn't, then don't flash. And now Vi going very deep on Thresh, forces the flash from him. And now Corki following up. Vi flashing as well. They get the kill onto Thresh. Renekton's teleported down to join his team. Can they do something here? Zed is here as well.
They need to.
Does have his ultimate. He used it on Corki. Corki's going to flash away. And now Rise does join the fight. Renekton going very low. Zed low as well. They managed to pick off Vi, however. Elise and Rise going at it in the background here. And here's the Shark. It's going to miss, but it zones them away from Rise a bit. It gives them time to get to the tower. Elise does repel up. She's got to come down at some point or just die while she's up there. Zed going for the greed kill onto Rise, not being found. And that overall was a 5-4-1 trade. And here we go, the Rune Prison onto Elise. The Lantern does come down. Zed going very deep again. This time onto Rise. Not the best target. Elise drops very low. Gets taken down by Leona. The backline. Zed goes down. The hook is onto Vi. But Vi does pick up the kill after she gets released. And there is the ace. Very long death timers. 30 plus seconds. 5 men alive for Obamacare. They should be able to get an inhibitor out of this.
Yeah, that is going to be an inhib going down. They are lacking on the minion front, but Leona right now has a pleasant side effect of having a load of armor and health and her own W is going to be able to tank that all day, as is Vi for much the same reasons. So, inhibitor goes down. The goal difference has increased to a very, very large difference, and risky recallers are absolutely gasping for air. They are now permanently being effectively split pushed against and suffering the pressure that causes. Renekton does pop Dominus. We'll see. He's got decent damage output, but even if he gets the kill, it's frankly irrelevant at this point. Good Zhonya's. Elise is here, going for the cleanup. I don't believe she can do it.
No, I do. I believe.
Long hook.
I believe.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
He's got this. Oh!
No! Wow. Huh.
I spoke too soon.
Turns out, Elise's Spider Form Q is an execute that does more damage when you're on lower health.
Wow.
And also, Ryze has no magic resist. Yeah.
Learning with Spunnington.
Informative commentary right here. Ladies and gentlemen, looking like Obamacare, UK will be taking this game away. Zed still hasn't reconnected. Hope he doesn't get, the league equivalent of a VAC ban in mid-game, but should not be a problem. Renekton is going to get taken down. The last inhib should drop. Obamacare swanning it up, taking a bit of time, and taking a culling.
There we go. Zed comes back.
Hey, he's back. He's not going to get busted.
The 1v4, sorry, is real.
I believe. Come on, Dade.
There we go. Gets one on Lucian.
Mission accomplished. Wait.
Lucian got a kill.
Oh,
onto
right. Okay. I thought I thought for a second Zed Recall managed to get back in the game and
his teammate.
Yeah, switched sides.
But no, Obamacare now going to take their time. They know Zed's back, so no point in trying to push it just yet. Second Baron of the game going to go to Obamacare. And then you've got to suspect that they're going to push with this.
You've got to. You really do. There just isn't anything else left on the map for them to take.
Wraith Camp.
Wraith Camp, they are going to do it. Golems are still up, guys. Why don't you go do Golems?
And white across all the way down.
Oh, wow. They should just split up and search for clues right now.
The Rift is their oyster.
Truly. But there is an open Nexus, which one could consider to be the Pearl. And they're going to try and go for a fight here, but risky recallers, they're up against it. The wall, that is, metaphorically, with a rifle pointed at them. The rifle is held by Obamacare UK, and they are going to be putting them down here.
And there we go. That is game over. Obamacare UK taking our first game of the night against risky recallers.
Yeah, indeed. So, very, very nice performance there by Obamacare UK. Really, just, I've got to say, it was a massive advantage right from picks and bans. The champion pools of risky recallers hamstrung them there. They were forced into a Renekton pick because it was a comfort pick for their top lane. And they were forced to build this AD comp because they wanted that Zed mid. So really just not what they were after. I mean, like I said, there's not too much to analyze here on the side of risky recallers. They had a few nice rotations. Like, we should, finding things to like about them. I think their actual gameplay was on a level, maybe they made a couple of duff decisions here and there, but so did Obamacare UK. And they actually played fairly solidly overall, certainly mechanically pretty well as well. But they had an all-AD comp, and they didn't win the laning phase at all.
Finally, a win there for Obamacare UK. We can hear from their captain, Ollie Nava. Welcome back to the show. It's a different story from last week, so it must feel good to get a victory under your belt.
It felt good to redeem ourselves in front of everyone. We were more than happy about it. Although, in some ways, we still think we need to improve, but we were very happy with the outcome.
What was different about this week?
I think one of the main things that contributed to our win was that we pretty much dedicated a shot caller. I mean, for most of the match, I was calling out, like the dragons and taking objectives. And that really helped, just having one clear voice in the team that was making the calls, and that was going that step further to make us more professional in a way. Apart from that, I think our vision control was amazing. Like, we always had, everyone had like a pink up during the game, and that made us eliminate a lot of vision they had, which was really good.
So who's next, and what do you reckon your chances are?
Who's next? I mean, we haven't really thought that too much, but we think we're going to rematch Best College UK. And I think now that we've got an idea of how they play, and now that we've improved ourselves as a team, that we've got very high chances to win, and we're hopefully gonna wreck them. We're gonna bring our A game.
Well, good luck, and we'll see you later. Our second match this week features more of our old friends from last week, that is. Best College UK, who took on Nigel Esports. Best College had a good start to the tournament with wins against Obamacare UK and All for None and None for All. Could they make it 3 in a row? Their opponents, Nigel Esports, were hoping not, as the opening game of their campaign was quite a tough matchup to start things off. With commentary from Komalala, here's how they got on.
Here in the bot lane, Tristana and Thresh looking to push in this outer turret here in the bot lane. Braum all by himself to try and defend. Caitlyn not in lane just yet, is a bit far away. But Tristana and Thresh really looking to try to push this in to deny XP and CS. Thresh lands the death sense, uses the playback. He's taking a tower shot. Tristana trying to get this down, does manage to pick up the first blood. We on the top lane, Rise. Teemo very low on health. He uses the flash and the overload, and the Rune Prison takes him down. Yet again, uses the overload, try to chase him down. Teemo locked down by the Rune Prison and the desperate power. Oh, one more last overload. In the bot lane, Tristana and Thresh is trying to push this out. But in the mid lane, Orianna uses a shockwave to try to kill Ziggs, but he uses the heal to try to get away. Orianna flashes, uses the command attack to pick up that kill. In the bot lane, Tristana gets herself a kill, but she's taken really low due to the tower shock's exhaust down on Thresh. Braum flashes, but it won't be enough to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, yet again, Teemo gets caught up by the Rune Prison, giving a killing spree to Rise. Vi here trying to steal the red buff, does manage to do so. He's trying to escape, but Jarvan coming in from behind, use the Cataclysm with the Vault Breaker over the wall. Rises here, Rune Prison overload, takes that down. Orianna in the mid lane, using a lot of damage. Jarvan over the wall, using the auto attacks, but Orianna picks up the kill. Meanwhile, yet again, the top lane, Rise going hard onto Teemo, but he flashes away. Thresh here looks like he's trying to get something. Caitlyn gets caught by the death sentence. Flay back and both in the box, locking Caitlyn down, but the kill goes towards Tristana. Braum really looking to try and get away with Thresh, taking too many tower shots. Uses a rocket jump to get that double kill. Tristana trying to take this outer turret, does manage to pick it up. The rest of the team are going for Dragon, and since there's no vision down from the red side, they will be able to take this uncontested. Here, Ziggs trying to get away. Jarvan uses the flag drive, the Cataclysm, the shockwave combined with it does a lot of damage. Ziggs can't really do anything, and Orianna picks up that kill. In the mid lane, this auto turret's extremely low. Just a couple of more auto attacks, but the flash hook by Thresh to play backwards, but Tristana doing so much damage picks that up for herself. And they're trying to get something in the mid lane, trying to push in further for that tier 2, but the Glacial Fissure used by Braum, he's trying to attack some damage. Vi goes in to play onto the two of them, the box locking people down. Braum taking really, really low. Once again on the top lane, Rise using so much burst damage, gets another kill onto Teemo, making him unstoppable. The Mega Inferno Bomb doing so much damage. Vi gets herself a kill, and the Sultan Battery onto Orianna, but enables Ziggs to pick that kill up. Meanwhile, Rise and Thresh now here in the top lane, trying to get something down, but so much damage comes out due to the desperate power of Mega Inferno Bomb. There's so much damage, but Teemo picks up the shutdown onto Rise. Orianna trying to get away. Box being used by Thresh to stop them. The shockwave gets the double kill. The hook, amazing, done by Thresh. Triple kill. Ziggs trying to run for his life. Flash, attack, and dissonance. Quadra kill for Orianna. Tristana and Jarvan pushing in that inhibitor turret. They do manage to pick it up. Thresh here just lands the hook. Oh, the shockwave actually lands. And that manages Thresh to pick up that kill. Rise in the top lane spots out Teemo, does a lot of burst damage, and the shield due to the lantern helping him live. Vi gets absolutely shattered down by Tristana, doing so much physical damage. Blizzard are pushing in this inhibitor turret. doing so much. There's so much pressure. They're taking this second inhibitor in the mid lane. Darwin and Teemo trying to go head to head. The Cataclysm used. Teemo is dropped. He's taking too much damage from Darwin. Here comes Tristana just to pick up that kill. All the pressure being put in to these Nexus or the Mega Inferno Bomb clears that wave. It's gonna make them back off for now. Braum gets caught down, but the death sentence exhaust down onto Rise. Teemo trying to get something, but he can't really do anything. It's taken down due to the overload. Vi gets caught as well. Tristana gets a killing spree. Caitlyn has to back up. She can't really do anything. So much damage. That's the one Nexus tower down. Second Nexus tower going really fast. Ziggs and Caitlyn on the fountain trying to defend, but there's nothing they can really do. Ace in the hole is blocked. They're slowly taking down the Nexus. Oh, Caitlyn gets death sentence, but nothing's going to happen. That's going to be the win of the game. And just looking at the overall stats of Best College UK versus Nigel Esports, such a dominant lead by Best College UK. 27-4-35 was the final score. Most kills on the 80 carry, 913 Tristana with a 10.8k gold and 181 CS, which was the most out of all the members on both teams. And Thresh with the most assists, 14 assists on his team. So they did a fantastic job and well played to Best College UK.
So that was Best College UK. But what of Nigel Esports, the unlucky losers in that particular match? Last week I gave them a special mention because, you know, in my opinion, they do have like the best team name in the tournament. And guess what? This week we actually get to find out why they chose it. Yeah, so we're going to get to hear from none other than Captain Nigel, I guess, otherwise known as Ashwin. Just call me Ash Elliott. So, just call me Ash. Why can't I just call you Nigel? That's terrible. Please put me out of my misery and tell me about your team name.
We came up with it earlier this year when we had another team called Dynamite Rave, and we pulled together team t-shirts online, designed them all ourselves, sent off for them, and then Nick Jaywin, one of the other guys in the team, opened up the parcel a couple of days later, and it was full of t-shirts for Nigel's 50th birthday. No idea who Nigel is. But we got told by the t-shirt company, sorry about that, keep the t-shirts, we'll send you out another batch. And we thought rather than throwing out the t-shirts, we'd keep the t-shirts and go with that with our new team name. So Nigel Esports was born.
And this was for I-52 as well, the LAN event in Coventry that we created those t-shirts. And they literally arrived around 2 days after that we ordered them. And of course they needed to be printed and made by the company, so we were a little suspicious before we even had them opened. And then when they opened them, hilarity ensued. So
how did you guys meet?
Joe and Tom, they met through college. As for the rest of us, I mean, it goes back almost 27 years now. Andy, Wynn and I, we were both born same hospital. Our families became friends. We've been friends ever since then. Andy met Nick whilst he was at secondary school. And then I met Steve, who's Guts Win, whilst living in Brighton. I lived with him for a year, and we originally met through Dance Revolution, of all things. So that's how I met Steve. And then Dance Revolution is what brought Steve and the other Joe together. That's Oakwin. They were part of the same Dance Revolution community in Brighton. And then we all came together through League of Legends.
Thanks, Ash. I got a feeling this won't be the end of the Nigel story. I can see Nigel-inspired merchandising springing up in shops all over the country. And if you feel like being the first to market with this brilliant money-making scheme, tweet us your product proposals with the hashtag giffgafflegends. Just as long as you agree to split the proceeds kind of 50-50 with me, or maybe 70. I mean, really, just give me all of your money. That'd be fine. There's more money to be made by the winners of this particular tournament, and hoping to get lucky with London Conspiracy and Choke Gaming, which is our third featured match this week. London Conspiracy have had mixed fortune so far, winning their first game against Barama Legends, but losing their second against You What Mate. It was Choke Gaming's first match. Your commentary is from Komalala. Let's see who came out on top.
Here in the bot lane, Draven gets caught out with a Dark Binding. The Steel Tempest hits the two of them. Vi gets a kill, and she's going to flash. And Morgana gets the kill due to the Tormented Soil. Vi, with the slightest bit of health, is going to recall. Morgana gets caught up by the death sentence. Corki trying to do some damage, but she's going to fall to Lee Sin. Thresh trying to get away. He's really low. Assault and Battery connects. Corki doing some damage in the backline. But Vi's going to fall. Corki gets a kill onto Thresh, and Draven's trying to chase them down. London Conspiracy trying to go for this dragon. The team fight breaks out. Vi gets caught by the death sentence, but Yasuo gets himself a kill. Lulu has to use the ultimate, but so many people for a double kill for Draven. Orianna gets a kill as well. Lulu's so low. Lee Sin trying to save her, but she falls to the missile barrage. Thresh and Draven. Oh, get the death sentence onto Corki, but she flies and the dark binding hits. But the soul shackles are being used. Still trying to get the kill. Draven gets that for himself, but Morgana picks up the kill onto Thresh. Is he gonna get it? He does get a double kill. Vi in the worst position. He's got such little mana. He's trying to go for this. Orianna's here and picks herself up a kill. Yasuo trying to go a little bit harder onto Yorick here in the dragon pit. Orianna gets caught by the death sentence. Blood and Conspiracy trying to take this away, but Lee Sin steals the dragon. The Steel Tempest lands and knocks it down. Has to use the ultimate Lulu, but Corki will pick up the kill regardless. And in the mid lane, they're trying to push this down. Oh, Shockwave hits no one. Crucible's used onto Orianna, try and save her. She's gonna get away. Corki gets a kill onto Lee Sin. York trying to make it out, but the Steel Tempest will kill him in the end. I'm trying to make down here as a tier 2. They're trying to pick this up. Orianna gets caught out. Oh my god, Solo, the shield! The Ignite is ticking down. Yasuo gets himself a kill onto Lulu. The turret falls in the mid lane, and the Orianna survives. That was incredible. Here Yasuo is getting caught out. 2 people. He gets hooked. He can't do anything. Draven will pick up that kill. Choke going for Baron. They do have a pink ward down. Orianna spots that out as she throws her command attack in. Orianna gets slowed by the... Oh, the shockwave hits 2 people. Vi steals the Baron. Oh my god, so much damage is coming out. Thresh death sentence onto Vi. She's trying to walk away, but York standing in the middle of everybody trying to tank some damage. Lee Sin will pick up a kill for himself. Definitely still worth for London Conspiracy as they managed to get the Baron. Oh, they're going for Baron, and Orianna gets caught up by the death sentence. Oh, Thresh caught in the middle of everybody. Orianna will pick up that kill. Lulu trying to get away. She has to do the flash, but she gets caught down by the soul shackles. Draven at the backside trying to do some damage. Lulu is in such a bad situation. Vi gets herself a kill onto Draven. Yasuo going absolutely hard. The Steel Tempest doesn't connect onto Lulu. They're going for Baron yet again, but Lee Sin is lurking around the side. He's trying to get something way too late into the Baron pit. He will lose his life. On the bot lane, London Conspiracy are trying to push in this inner turret. It's taking quite low, just a few more waves and they should be able to pick it up. They still have Baron buff. Just gives them that extra regions. Just waiting for the wave to push in so they can go for that tower and pick it up for themselves. Choke really confused on what to do. They're gonna have to back off. They cannot try and defend this. It's too risky. London Conspiracy are gonna push for that inhibitor turret next. Not too much wave clear on this side of Choke. Dark Binding lands. Vi goes into it, but it's no point. Yasuo picks himself up double kill. He's doing so much damage at the moment. York trying to get away. Lee Sin trying to go in and save him, but he'll end up paying the price for that. Both of them are gonna fall. This will enable London Conspiracy to go for that inhibitor. They're gonna pick it up for themselves. The death timers are quite high. They might be able to finish off this. Actually, they will. They're gonna go for those Nexus towers. They're gonna chunk them down pretty fast. And there's the surrender vote. The win goes to London Conspiracy.
London Conspiracy took the game there. Nice one, guys. Our last game this week is a heavenly matchup between One Winged Angel and FM Esports. Does having only one wing mean you kind of like go around and fly in circles? I mean, I think we'll soon see. It was One Winged Angel's first game and a really brave move for such a low-ranked team, as FM Esports are tipped to go all the way to the top of this league. FM had notched up One Wing before this match against Opal for Harmony. Could they make it too? Let's find out.
Now Nutri one level below. Vi doesn't have a Vault Breaker though, so this is more or less a free kill, especially when Tundra comes to help out. The Equalizer does come down, they pick up the kill. Nutri jumps away from that one. And first blood going to Tundra there.
Take that trade every single day of the week. That is advantage FM Esports. And in fact, they may be getting another one here. The Shockwave has been forced out of Orianna, and she is going to really struggle to keep herself alive here. Barrier used, and her shield dodged there from Jace. Does actually not kill Orianna, doesn't get in range for the auto, as Vi does finish him off in the end. So a little bit wonky there by Chriso, as Samwise is himself out of bot. Speaking of which, right now we actually have Chriso jumping over the wall under the tower. Maybe gone a little bit too deep there. Magikarp Man is going to try and chase. The Soul Shackles are going to lock down Chriso. And this should surely be his death, but it isn't, as he flashes out of the way at the last possible second. Tickle Field activated, not doing that much damage to no one's surprise. But they still do lose Kha'Zix. They do lose Nutri. Meanwhile, Tundra in the top lane is going to throw out more damage and take down Rumble. But that was very, very close stuff. FM nearly got away with that incredible, arrogant ranking. Honestly, they don't need to be that careful if they're pinging retreats here on this one. Jace and Corki with so much hope with the disengage from Janna. There's just no way to get in on this in the first place. This is the window here, though, where they have all 5 members up, and Tundra is still marching his way along the mid lane, but they're getting so badly poked down. They've got to go for this.
There we go, they get the snare onto Janna. Monsoon is forced out, they pick up 1 kill. Vi goes very low, the Equalizer and Soul Shackles come out. Soul Shackles only hitting 1 target. Tundra going in there, snares up. One member of One Winged Angels takes him down, and there we go. Forced Vi to get very low. Battery. Such play from Samwise. They forced the flash as well from Morgana.
Can't kill him.
And there we go. Are they going to both escape here as well?
Oh, got the TP!
Like Tristana's jumped in. Tundra TPing behind now. Tundra's just going to wreck havoc on Orianna. So much damage going down there, but does get taken down. And now Corki going for the chase here along with Jace. 2 kills. Janna now coming in to provide some support. The Tornado misses. They're going to try and get
ready
the
for the Shock Blast.
It goes on. Shock Blast is nowhere to be seen right now. It is on cooldown, and Jace now.
They are doing so much damage. I'm feeling it in my gonads. That was really, really brutal. I mean, Ryze is supposed to be a sustained damage source. He has almost always got his Q up, basically. That's how his damage works. He does a lot of damage over time, and yet one combo, 1 QWE, is enough to take Orianna down to what? A 3rd HP? That's brutal damage. You should build a DFG. If they don't get it, they don't get it, and that is how it is right now. Morgana is going to be the sacrificial lamb to Kha'Zix, who has got the reset, actually, and is going to chase down, getting the slow. Corki comes over the wall. They're picking these kills up, and this could actually be the end of the game at this rate, because Magikarp Man going down means there's 3 guys off the board here. One Winged Angel aren't even going to get out of this for free, because Orianna is actually being pinned down by Jace. Does look like they're going to get away with it for now, but they've already got super minions in their base.
And there we go, the 5 members of FM slowly walking in towards the space, going to try and take out bottom first here. Or are they just going to go for it? Nutri's pushed the wave in. Tundra getting some auto attacks on the tower. They're going to get bottom tower here. Vi is going to respawn in 5. Morgana has already respawned, but no Soul Shackles here. And there we go, Morgana taken out very low, does get taken down. So much damage there. As Tornado does miss.
That damage is quite something. Shockwave legitimately used to take out the minion wave there. That's about all she could do, but it just doesn't matter if Samwise is going to shred through your team while they're sat on the spawn pad. This may be a little bit overconfident, but maybe it actually isn't, needing to use the Zhonya's to tank the damage on the spawn pad, and Samwise still kills you at the end of it. That is salt in the wound.
Really is, and now they're looking to end this game. Hustling on such little health, shields himself, flashes,
the dunks.
Gets the Monsoon, the dunks coming in, and this here is game. Unless Tristana can do something special, gets taken down by Ryze at the back there. And FM Esports,
pretty heroic save.
20k gold lead, 10 towers to 1, 25 kills to 8. Gonna take our second match of today.
Yeah, so we said they were favoured. Make no bones about it, they are a very, very good team, FM Esports. And they will be winning that match. They will be taking home the points. Their opponents, One Winged Angel, have to go back to really lick their wounds and think about what went wrong there for them, because they struggled, honestly, from minute 1, but it wasn't really until the mid-game where it got absolutely out of control.
Definitely so. It was again that point where FM could happily group up, start sieging, and just take the map for themselves. We saw Nutri having effects on top lane. Chriso, more or less, after the initial misplay from him, he then just took back control of mid lane, forced Orianna out of lane, forced Orianna into a really weird build path, which put her so far behind the rest of the team and FM, and it just meant that he was able to dominate, and they took map control.
They failed to take advantage of their massive team fight ults in the mid game. That was when they really needed to do it, but FM actually played it quite well. They kept things fairly split up for quite a long time, and only when they built up an absolutely insurmountable advantage did they actually risk going in for direct sieges. And even then, they were still playing quite a lot of a split push style.
Well done, FM Esports. Are you happy with that, Tundra?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it all went.
So what are your highlights of the match?
After coming out of Champ Select, we kind of got the picks that we wanted. And after seeing how our lanes matched up, we just thought if we can get an early advantage, it'll be quite easy to snowball it into the mid-game and then close it out.
What do you think your chances are in the tournament?
I think we have a pretty good shot. I think we should be hoping to at least get top 8, and then from there, come Insomnia in the live event, I'd be hoping for at least a top 2 finish.
Is there any team you're sort of keeping an eye on who could be, strong competition?
So pretty much the usual suspects in terms of the UK scene now, which would be us, Mistakes Were Made, Team Infused, and Perilous Rift. They're sort of the top 4 teams, been that way for a while now, so I'd be looking out for any of those 3.
All right, thanks so much, and we'll see you later. I have a feeling Tundra and his team are going to be causing a lot of trouble for all the other teams. And what about you? If you want to cause a rumble in the jungle, or, well, top lane in this case, then we've got the lowdown on how to do it with this guide to champion Rumble.
Rumble, the Mechanized Menace, is a magic damage top lane champion that has seen a resurgence in play at the 2014 World Championships. His massive area of effect damage and ability to control fights around objectives such as Dragon and Baron has brought him right back into the top lane meta. Rumble's passive is Junkyard Titan. Rumble sits atop of a giant scrap battle suit he calls Tristy, and instead of costing mana, each of his abilities generates 20 heat when used. When his heat meter is between 50 and 99 heat, Rumble is in the danger zone, where his Q, W and E ability effects are increased by 50%. Reaching 100 heat causes Rumble's battlesuit to overheat, disabling his abilities for 6 seconds, but empowering his auto attacks as his suit cools down. Rumble's Q is Flame Spitter. The battlesuit propels fire in a cone in front of him for 3 seconds, dealing magic damage to enemies every half a second. Scrap Shield is Rumble's W. A 2-second shield surrounds him, protecting him and giving him increased movement speed for a second. Rumble's E is Electro Harpoon. He shoots a taser that deals damage and slows the first enemy it hits for 3 seconds. A second harpoon can be fired within 3 seconds, which will refresh the slow if the initial target is hit again. The Equalizer is Rumble's ultimate. A line of rockets are called down from the sky, covering a large area to deal massive damage and slow all enemies within the target area. Starting out on Rumble, buy a Doran Shield, Health Potion and Warding Trinket. Get a Haunting Guise as the first item, and Sorcerer's Boots before upgrading the Haunting Guise to a Liandry's Torment. Common items for Rumble are a mix of magic penetration in the form of Void Staff and sometimes AP from Rabadon's Deathcap. Zhonya's Hourglass and R'ly's Crystal Scepter are common defensive items on Rumble. Typically, Rumble is picked into Maokai in the top lane, but has a few skill-based matchups. Laning against Ryze and Irelia relies on getting the first kill in lane. Be extra careful to watch for jungle pressure, as dying in lane will make both of these matchups exceptionally hard to recover from. The optimal all-in with Rumble in lane is to be on 50 heat before you attempt to engage. Ultimate first, E, Q, then W to take you into the overheat. Then you should be able to drop your opponent. Finally, it's crucial to be present at team fights around Dragon and Baron with your ultimate available as well. a well-placed equalizer can make or break an important fight. Now you've got what it takes to dish out a good old-fashioned Bandle City beatdown.
Now it's that point in the show where things get a bit personal. It's the Lonely Hearts Club. We want to get all you lovely people together in one big group of team matiness and pair players to teams, mono to teamo. Anyone who's looking to join a team, do let us know. Any team who's missing a member, let us know as well, and we'll create a meet and greet for you. Take Will. He has all of his own teeth and knows how to use a knife and fork, but more importantly, he's very good in the gaming department and enjoys, you know, late night fivesomes, which outside of this particular room would sound super duper weird, but seems quite normal. If you want a Will in your team, email us, and if he likes the look of you, we'll put you in touch. Simple as that, really. Email esports@giffgaff.co.uk if you're a team who needs someone or someone who needs a team, and tell us all about it. Enough of the soppy stuff, let's get back to the kills and the action. We've seen 4 great match highlights this week with victories from Obamacare UK, Best College UK, London Conspiracy and FM Esports. So the league table, as it now stands, Best College UK take the top ledge status and #1 spot this week. Helix Guitar Gaming and, you what mate, are 2nd and 3rd placed. FM Esports are in at #4 and Risky Recalls takes up the last spot in the coveted 8. Wow. London Conspiracy are just outside at #9. We'll be watching their progress next week to see if they can move on up. With loads more matches lined up next week, I expect there's going to be lots of movement in the table. And if you're a team who hasn't played yet, then get on it. What are you doing? There's even more good on the giffgaff esports portal, so go to esports.giffgaff.com and go to the spotlight pages to find out lots of interesting things about how to get into esports, like what kit you need to be a streamer and what's going on in the LoL World Champs. Lastly, send us an email to esports@giffgaff.co.uk if you have any Lonely Hearts requests, creative attempts, money-making merchandising schemes you just want to hand over to us so we can take the credit for, or just your thoughts. We really do want to hear from you. Well, that's it for this week. There's going to be more match highlights next week. And don't forget to catch the live stream on Wednesday from 7 to 9 PM on twitch.tv/giffgaff. I'll see you on the Rift.